$2,400 if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits. Then, several viewers get big grants overnight, and now the people helping others on this channel grow to 4, and more are stepping up as well. Big grants, stimulus checks, rent, utilities, free money, up to $15,000 being given to viewers of this channel because of the efforts of this channel. This is CARES Act 1 money that's coming to you right now. You can get it in this video. Meantime, pressure underway for the president to send out stimulus checks. And renewed optimism as an additional $800 billion is located on Friday. More money is coming back from the Federal Reserve on Monday, and there could be upwards of $1.6 trillion of free money, unused money that could be repurposed for stimulus checks. It's all really exciting, and I'm so glad you joined me on Sunday morning's LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning. How are you? The toast is toast and the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and it's a great day, and congratulations to the additional viewers who got big grants in the last 48 hours. We're up to $250,000 given to viewers of this channel, approximately, who have gotten CARES Act 1 stimulus grants because of this channel. This is free money. This is money for rent and utilities predominantly, and it's across the country in cities and counties everywhere from CARES Act 1 first stimulus money. In this video, I'll be explaining how you get this money, but please subscribe. Subscribe because subscribing to this channel is where on the community page I'm announcing grants as I'm hearing them coming in. Overnight, Missouri, Illinois, Oregon, we're among Massachusetts. I get a lot of questions about Massachusetts. I got one in and I posted it to the community page of this channel. You need to subscribe and hit the alert button on this channel so that you are in tune with every announcement I'm making, even between videos and on videos. So ensure that you subscribe so you don't miss a minute of any grants being announced in your city or county. Also, like this video. In this video, I'll be explaining why the change has ramped up so quickly, why so many more viewers are getting this stimulus check, this grant, this rent, this utilities, this money you need right now, not 5 days from now, not 5 weeks from now, not 5 hairstyles from now, money right now. Why everything has gotten so positive in the last 48 hours. I'm going to explain the big difference. Then I'll be introducing the 3 or 4 new people who are helping out and volunteering for this channel. And additional ones are stepping up. And if you too want to step up as well, amen. Let's get it going. Then stimulus check, $2,400. Multiple stimulus checks, the president, executive orders, Steve Mnuchin, Nancy Pelosi. What's going on with them? Big developments, and it could totally change next week. I'm really excited. And let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you sit here today is that there is now upwards of over $1.6 trillion of unused money that has come back to Congress. If you've been following me for a while, there's $800 billion of SBA money that was unused that could be sent out as a stimulus check, a $5,000 stimulus check. And we had been pushing Mitch McConnell with the followers of this channel, Purple Power, on social media to send out a $5,000 stimulus check with that CARES Act 1 money that's in PPP. But now, even bigger. Now we know there's an additional $800 billion that is unused that's being added back into the mix. That's 1.6. Second, we have a statement from Jerome Powell, head of the Federal Reserve, that says he's returning hundreds of billions of dollars next week that is unused from the CARES Act 1 that is set to expire in December. So we're approaching $1.6 to $2 trillion of unused money that can be sent out for stimulus checks, for unemployment, for rent, for hazard pay, and more. This is a game changer because ultimately Mitch McConnell wants to give you this money. He just doesn't want to spend new money to do it. Now, he doesn't have to. He has unused money that has already been taken out for other programs. Those programs expired and now can be repurposed. I'm not the first person who's used that word repurpose, but I'm certainly the person who caused other people to use the word. It has now been repeated by Steve Mnuchin, Larry Kudlow. The president has used a version of the word. And it has been put in writing to Congress saying, send out this money by repurposing existing money. You don't have to use new money. This movement is just happening. This locating this unused money is very new. This is just since Friday. The $800 billion of CARES Act 1, I've been talking about for 2-3 months. But the remainder of the money, which makes us now 1.6 and 2 trillion, is categorically new. And there's more money. The money from states and local that they were given 150 billions of CARES Act 1 money to give to you, that's getting returned in mid-December. But before it gets, and that gets added to the mix, and that could raise the stimulus package even bigger and help get the stimulus checks out very quickly during the holidays. Viewers asking me, what do I think? I think that stimulus checks will go out during the holidays, and I think that unemployment benefits will get extended because FPUA and FPUC PUA and UI are expiring in December. But the bigger news is that money from cities and states. Viewers are getting a lot of money. I've gotten about $250,000 to viewers of CARES Act 1 money. And this is on top of the $5 to $25 million that I got viewers in the month of April and May for EIDL. This is what I do. I find money that you qualify for and I help you get it. And now I have no less than 4 helpers that have now stepped up. 2 new helpers this morning. There was 2 yesterday. Now there's 2 this morning. And there's about 100 Facebook private messages I have to go through. And about 200 in another social media account I have to read through. There's other people that are stepping up that are trying to help you get this money as well with the basis of what I'm imparting on this channel. Let me go over what's happening. CARES Act 1, the first stimulus package, dedicated money to cities and states for you. Have you seen it? No. Were you told about it? No. So how was this happening? Well, basically, they gave the money to states, and then states were supposed to give it to cities and counties. They were slow. In some places, major cities like Los Angeles and New York, they eventually rolled them out in August. In other cities and states across the country, they did not. And so now they have this money and they're sitting on it and they're ready to disperse it. For example, Orange, let me give you Florida's example. Miami-Dade County, Broward County, and also West Palm and Palm Beach County, all announcing rent grants just in the last few weeks. They're live right now. So this is because they were late to the game. They have to use the money or lose it. So what is the money? How do you get it? How much money can you get? And how does this work? The money is 90% of the time for rent. That's the first thing. Then it's usually coupled with utilities. 5 to 10% of the time is for other things like hazard pay, small business owners, or minorities or religious purposes. But the vast majority of the time, 90% of the time, is for rent and utilities. Where is the money being held? It's being held in 3 locations generally. In your city, your county, or your state. Which departments have it? City Hall, County Hall, and State Housing Authority. Should you be calling anyone else? No, not unless I tell you to. And I'll tell you in a second who else you can call. City Hall, you should be calling. County Hall, you should be calling. And State Housing Authority, you should be calling. What do you, and also 211, what is this called? This is the big change in the last 24 hours. As you know, I'm a kid here in LA. I talk a certain way. Some people will say I talk a little funny. Some people say I talk a little bit different. I use words that are different than other people use in other parts of the country. Now I realize in the last 24 hours that we had to sort of dumb it down and use very simplistic words because the words I was using that were people repeating to their 211 operators, they weren't understanding my language. And when we dumbed it down and made it more simple, they understood it. So what is this more simplistically called? Rent assistance, rental assistance, rent help, utility assistance, utility help pay my rent, because of the pandemic, because of COVID. Very simple words. Why is this happening? Because the word grant, G-R-A-N-T, caused a lot of confusion for a lot of 211 operators. They're like, what do you mean grant? I don't know. I don't do grants. What is a grant? And they thought it was something sort of complicated. So use very simple words. Don't qualify the words either. Don't say that thing that LLA talked about. Don't, first of all, mention me, because viewers are still doing that. Don't do that. They don't know me. It's very complimentary, but they don't know me. Don't say that kid I saw on YouTube or that person I saw with the purple hair, because I don't have purple hair. Then do not qualify like that thing for SSI or that thing for SSDI. It's not specifically apportioned for one particular group. It's just only for people in the city or county. So it's everyone for your city or county. It's not just for people who are, 5 eyeballs and San Francisco hairstyles. It's just all the same group. So go get it. This is categorically important. Now, if you're subscribed to this channel, you need to go to this channel and make sure you hit the alert button. Subscribe and alert, because when you do, I'm posting things on the community page of this channel. The community page, you're getting an alert for if you're subscribing, you're hitting the alert button. The community page is words. It's not video. It's not necessarily images. It's just words. So this morning, I had one for Massachusetts, one for Illinois. I announced 4 volunteers now of this channel, and I think there's 2 more in waiting because I got some messages from other people. So those volunteers are there to help you find these grants if you're having problems finding them. And this is absolutely incredible. If you want to volunteer as well, send me a DM on Twitter or a DM on Instagram or a DM on Facebook and say what social media account people should reach you at. For example, reach me at twitter.com/John Jeff. That's an example. And I will add you to the list because that's what's working. How much money are they getting, these viewers? Viewers are getting for these rental grants about 6 to 12 months of rent. Somewhere upwards of $5,000 to $15,000. They're getting utilities. Then what I also need you to know is that utility grants are often being issued by the utility companies. So in some cases, private things are being done by private organizations. And the ones that have been successful with the viewers of this channel are, in Houston, there's been a private religious group. And if you're subscribed to this channel, you're seeing me post it. Second, if you are in your city and your city has already done a rent grant, utility grants are being done by utility companies. Third, in Alabama, one political group is doing something, and in Ohio, another political group is providing grants, or I guess you'd call it social group. I don't know what the correct word for it is, and that is also breaking this morning. Now, let's turn to escalated benefits. Escalated benefits are so important because escalated benefits for UI is thousands and thousands of dollars. If you're on unemployment assistance or pandemic unemployment assistance, your benefits are running out in December. And that that's just a few weeks away, and you need benefits in January. How are we dealing with this? Now in November, the way we're dealing with this is getting you escalated benefits right now, thousands of dollars in the event that Congress falls apart and doesn't give you an extension of benefits in January. I want you to have this money now. So I've gotten viewers I think it's about $40,000 so far over my UI viewers that I've been told. If you have a success story, of course, send it to me so I know, for escalated benefits. How does this work? You pull your 2019 tax return, look at it. How much did you make? If you made over $18,000 in 2019, you should be doing this. If you made less, you can do it, but I don't think it's going to work. $18,000 to $25,000, you can potentially raise your weekly benefits by about $50 a week. $25,000 to $30,000 2019 earnings, you can raise your benefits by about $100 a week. And if you made over $30,000 a year last year, you should be able to raise your benefits by about $200 a week. Yes, $200 to $300 a week. Yes, this is an insane amount of money. Generally, what's been happening is I've had viewers who made about $31,000, $32,000, $33,000 reach out to me and say they're getting $100 a week for their unemployment department. I just can't laugh. It's just disgusting. They're paying these people $100 a week when they made $31,000 last year. Well, what they're doing, the reviewers, is exactly what I'm telling them. They're taking their tax return, they're pulling it out. It says 30/2000, 2019. They're writing the cover letter, just like I said. It basically says, "Hi, unemployment office. See if I qualify for extra or more or additional." Simple words, keep it dumb. Simple words, additional weekly benefits based upon my 2019 tax return. Done. And what they're doing is they're getting the responses back within about 24 hours. In some states, they're fast. And they're saying, yeah, you qualify for $425 a week retroactively for 30 weeks. Do you do the math? $9,000. I'm getting viewers $10,000 in retroactive benefits. First, they have to pay you retroactive benefits. Second, they have to escalate your benefits. It's just not, it's not yes or no. They have to if you made this type of money and they're keeping you at $100 a week. It's just wrong. Third, it's not their obligation to know how much money you made in 2019. So it's your obligation to do this application process, to do this paperwork, and then they do it. It's just so simple. Next, EIDL. Please consider an EIDL. And if you got an EIDL denial, please do an EIDL reconsideration. And if it was for credit, it's very simple. Just go to Experian, and get your Vantage 3.0 score. Ensure it's over 570. If it's not, go to Experian.com/boost. Raise it for about 25 points for free. Also, call Experian and get adverse entries removed for free. It takes about a few days, and you can get your EIDL reversed and won. EIDLs are based upon your 2019 earnings minus cost of goods sold divided by 2 on your Schedule C. I didn't say that very clearly. Let's say it again. Pull out your Schedule C, look at line 1 minus line 2 divided by 2. So if you were Uber Lyft driver, made $6,000 and your cost of goods sold was 0, then it's 6,000 minus 0 is 6,000 divided by 2, $3,000. You will get EIDL, $3,000 in your pocket within about 3 to 4 days. It does not need to be repaid for the next 12 months. You should get it. I don't see any reason not to get it. One viewer sent me a DM and says, I qualify for EIDL, but my buddy said, don't do it. It's sort of scary. Scary? What's scary about it? There's nothing scary about EIDL. It's a government agency. So go get it. Don't have people tell you negative comments in the background because it just doesn't help. Ultimately, you need money during this pandemic. A lockdown is coming and you need this money right now. Now, let's turn to Congress and promising news as not 800, not 1.6, but upwards of potentially $2 trillion has now been located and can be repurposed for stimulus. This is incredible great news because the Republicans' holdup is not that they don't want to give you stimulus, is that they don't want to spend money for stimulus. Spending money means taking money out of Treasury, means taking money out of the federal government and running up the national debt. The national debt doubled because of the first stimulus package. So they don't want to do it again and make the national debt triple in less than 8 months, even though the national debt can survive that. It absolutely can survive that. So what they don't want to do is spend money. Well, here we are. We're providing them the solution. This is how I find money for people. I not only find money for you, I find money for Congress. It's just, my work is never done. Thank you. You can find me at the Calcita layer. Here we have found money for Congress, like we're finding money for viewers of the show. There's 1.6. There's $2 trillion that needs to be repurposed. Purple Power, do your thing. In addition to helping people find grants, in addition to helping one another find grants, go on social media and push Congress to say, hey, just repurpose the existing money that's coming in for stimulus and get it going out. There's no national debt concern and no budgetary constraints anymore to worry about because you have $2 trillion. Temple Doom wants $2 trillion for her bill. Give her $2 trillion and throw in some more stimulus checks for us. Throw in some more stuff for us because ultimately we deserve it. We've been on lockdown. We've not got stimulus checks for months and we've done the work for you, I think we deserve some additional stimulus on top of everything that we have done incredibly well. Next, SSI, SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits. Yes. So Biden wants to give you $2,400 for SSI, SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits. This is really shocking because it would be $200 a month starting now all the way to the end of 2021, $2,200 every month. It would be upwards of $4,000. And he wants to do 2 other things for my SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and Railroad benefit viewers. He wants to increase your lifetime benefits by 20%. This would bring you to $1,200 if you're at $1,000 now per month. Lifetime, not one time. This is not a stimulus check. This is a lifetime increase. Then he also wants to give you a new benchmark by which your benefits are paid. And that new benchmark would not be COLA. It would be a new indexer, and that indexer moves faster. So you would get more increases annually than you're getting now. It's all really incredible, great news. So as you start the new morning, what's important to understand is the $2,400 not coming right now. The stimulus check, Nancy, Steve, Mnuchin, Mitch McConnell, all those beautiful, wonderful, charming people with the bad hair, they're not giving you money today. They're not giving you money tomorrow. You're not getting a check from them anytime next week. It takes at least 10 days after something becomes law for you to get them. So you're not getting money from them right now. You're getting money from me and this channel and your cities and states from CARES Act 1 right now. So please use this channel to find the money. This is CARES Act 1 money that's in your cities and counties. Call your city, call your county, go subscribe to this channel, hit the alert button, use the resources of now several volunteers, 4 volunteers as of Sunday morning. They're all here. We're all here to get you this rent and utilities free money. You need it right now, and do escalated benefits and do EIDL, thousands and tens of thousands of dollars that could be landing in your bank account, and then we'll deal with the rest of Congress when they get their act together. Coming up next is Holidays LALATE at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. If you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe for all the reasons I just described. Also, hit the alert button and like this video. Meantime, stay positive, stay focused, stay smiling, and stay LA for more.